तो आज हमारा टॉपिक है जी ब्लड टाइप्स के ऊपर। इसमें हम लोग देखेंगे कि ब्लड टाइप्स कौन कौन सी हैं, फिर उसके बाद हम इसको प्रोग्रेस करेंगे लेक्चर को ट्रांसफ्यूजन में, ट्रांसफ्यूजन रिएक्शंस और ट्रांसप्लांटेशन रिएक्शंस। ठीक है, तो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द ब्लड टाइप्स। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले हमारे पास जो ब्लड टाइप्स में इंपॉर्टेंट ब्लड टाइप है, दैट इज ABO और OAB blood types. Red blood cells are responsible not only for blood color, but for carrying vital oxygen molecules to our body's tissues and cells. Blood types are classified according to the absence or presence of substances on the surface of blood cells. The surface of blood cells are covered with glycoproteins which project out into the bloodstream. These glycoprotein chains are called antigens or agglutinogens, can be detected by antibodies or agglutinins. तो बेसिकली इसमें हमने देखना है कि जो हमारी बॉडी के रेड ब्लड सेल्स हैं उनकी सरफेस के ऊपर कुछ जो है ये पॉलीसेकेराइड चेन्स होती हैं, ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन चेन्स होती हैं। ठीक है, ये ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन चेन्स जो है ये डिटरमिन करती हैं कि हमारा ब्लड ग्रुप O है, A है या B है। ये आगे आप फर्दर जब हम प्रोग्रेस करेंगे आप लोगों को एक एक चीज पॉइंट क्लियर होता जाएगा। अब डिफरेंट ब्लड ग्रुप्स कौन कौन से हैं, ये क्या है? कहते हैं the differences in human blood are due to the presence or absence of certain protein molecules called antigens and antibodies. The antigens are located on the surface of RBCs and antibodies are in the blood plasma. Individuals having different types of blood and combinations of these molecules. The blood group you belong to depends on what you have inherited from your parents. ये बड़ी जनरल सी बातें हैं, फिर वही सारी बात रिपीट है सिंपल इसमें कि आपके जो एंटीजेंस हैं और एंटीबॉडीज जो है, बेसिकली आपकी जो ब्लड सेल्स हैं उसके ऊपर एंटीजेंस हैं और आपके सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम में उसकी एंटीबॉडीज हैं ऑपोजिट। ठीक है, ये दोनों चीजें फैक्टर्स डिटरमिन करते हैं कि विच ब्लड ग्रुप यू बिलोंग टू। और ये हमारा ब्लड ग्रुप जो होता है वो इनहेरिटेड होता है ऑब्वियसली फ्रॉम आवर पेरेंट्स। At least 30 commonly occurring antigens and hundreds of other rare antigens have been found on the surfaces of the cell membranes of human blood cell. Two particular types of antigens are much more likely than the other to cause blood transfusion reactions. They are OAB system of antigens, the most important, RH system of antigens, one used for blood transfusion. फिर उसके अलावा there are also MNS system, CAL system, Levi system. Not all blood groups are compatible with each other. Mixing incompatible blood groups leads to blood clumping or agglutination, which is dangerous. Basically हमारी blood grouping की जो types हैं, we have 30 different types of blood grouping, but because of clinical importance हम लोग सिर्फ दो systems को देखते हैं. We focus on two major blood grouping systems. These are namely ABO blood group systems of antigen and RH system of antigen. Now, what is the history of ABO blood group system? The founder of this ABO blood group system was Karl Landsteiner. He discovered the ABO blood group system in 1901. For this discovery, he was awarded Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine. In 1901, ABO blood group system was discovered by Karl Landsteiner. Now, what is AOAB blood types? A and B antigens or agglutinogens. Two antigens, type A and type B, occur on the surfaces of RBCs in a large proportion of human beings. It is these antigens, also called agglutinogens, causes most blood transfusion reactions. These agglutinogens are inherited. People may have neither of them on their cells. They may have one or they may have both simultaneously. This means that we have these antigens O, A or B on our antibody or our red blood cells? These antigens have been inherited from our parents. We can have either A blood group, so we have only A. We can have either B blood group, so we have only B antigens, or we might have A plus B, AB blood group. We might have both of them. OAB blood types in transfusing blood from one person to another. The blood of donor and recipients are normally classified into 4 major OAB blood types, depending on the presence or absence of these two agglutinogens. Now, depending on AB, we classify majorly the blood grouping into 4 major systems. When only type A agglutinogen is present, the blood is called A blood group or type A blood. When only type B agglutinogen is present, the blood is type B definitely. When both A and B are present, the blood group is or the blood type is AB. When neither or A or B is present, the blood type is 0 or O. Now we focus on to the genetics of the blood types, like how are they basically formed or what is the mechanism behind them. The presence or absence of antigens A or B has a genetic basis. The human ABO gene is located on chromosome 9. This gene has 3 variants or 3 alleles. Now, what is an allele? Allele is a gene that is present on any locus. That means that if you have a gene, you should have a pair of alleles, one from mother and one from father. These single gene on a single locus, let's suppose we have a pair of genes on chromosome number 9 that derives our blood grouping, one from our mothers and one from our parents, the fathers. All right. Now these alleles have 3 variants. They might be A allele, they might be B allele, and they might be O. Now, if a person has A allele in his or her genetic makeup, that forms or encodes N-acetyl amino galactosyl transferase. In easy words, transferase A, which makes the A antigen that confers the blood type. A mutation on this gene confirms the B allele. This encodes for another enzyme, D-galactosyl transferase. Now, when we go move forward, तो आगे जाके हम लोग इसको देखेंगे कि ये कैसे बेसिकली आपको बिल्कुल आगे जाके क्लियर हो जाएगा कि ये कैसे वर्क करते हैं सारे. That makes the B antigen and confers the blood type B to the carrier of this allele. And O allele lacks both enzymatic activities. So basically, if someone has A allele on their chromosome number 9, then what is happening? They are producing a substance called N-acetyl amino galactosyl transferase or A transferase, which is responsible for blood type A. If someone has an B allele on their genes, they are producing another type of enzyme that is what? D-galactosyl transferase. Now what is happening? We will see next. Now this is basically a long arm of chromosome 9 at a position. Okay? Now you can glycoprotein attached to it. This glycoprotein up till galactose and fructose. अगर आप इस एंटीजन के अंदर बेसिकली अगर आप इस चेन को देखें जो रेड ब्लड सेल्स के बाहर आपको अटैच्ड नजर आ रही हैं इस टाइम पे, अगर आप इसमें से ये N-acetyl galactosamine रिमूव कर दें तो दिस इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर व्हाट? ये हम इसको बोलते हैं H ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन. जो बेसिकली हमारे ओ ब्लड टाइप्स में होंगी, हम आगे जाके देखेंगे इसको। लेकिन अगर इस ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन के साथ एन एसिटाइल गैलेक्टोजामीन अटैच्ड है, दैट मींस दिस इज एंटीजन ए। नाउ द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ बी एंटीजन, सेम, the same chain repeats itself, as you can see, A and B up till galactose and fucose attachment they are the same. लेकिन एंड पे जब गैलेक्टोज की अटैचमेंट आ जाती है तो उसकी वजह से क्या हो गया, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ बी एंटीजन, बिकॉज वो उनके जेनेटिक मेकअप्स की वजह से गैलेक्टोज ट्रांसफेरेज बना, which is responsible for the attachment of galactose to this glycoprotein. Hence it forms B antigen. Now what I was talking to you about, here it comes. Everyone has 2 copies of the ABO human gene on chromosome number 9. If both of them are A alleles, then the genotype or genetic makeup will be AA. There are 2 things you need to remember here. Number 1 is genotype. Genotype means the genetic makeup of an individual. And the other is phenotype. Phenotype means how this genetic makeup is showing itself. In coming slides, I will tell you the difference of genotype and phenotype as well. You just remember here, genotype is the genetic makeup and phenotype is the representation of that genetic makeup. Now, if both of them are A allele, then the genotype or genetic makeup will be AA, one from the mother, one from father. If both of them are B alleles, then genotype will be BB. A person could have one A and one B. Like if the mother is A and the father is B, then you can have both A and B, in which case his or her blood, your genotype will be AB. If an individual has neither A nor B, then the genotype would be OO. Each of these alleles, A or B, are dominant with respect to allele O. Now you might have studied in the genes that some genes are recessive genes and some genes are dominant genes. Now in this blood grouping system, A and B genes are dominant genes and O gene is a recessive gene. That means if it comes with a dominant gene, if it comes with A allele, this O allele from one father or one parent, if it comes with A allele or B allele, that means O allele is recessive. It is not going to show itself. In coming slides, I will clear you. Each of these alleles A or B are dominant with respect to allele O, which is recessive. A and B are codominant. That means codominant means if they show together, then neither of them is going to be recessive. They both will show themselves. That is why if A and B comes together and the genetic type is AB, then we have blood group AB as well. A and B are codominant, which means that if both are present, neither of them dominate over the other, both show up in the phenotype. So the type A and type B alleles do cause strong agglutinogens on these cells. Because each person has only 2 sets of chromosomes, one from father, one from mother. Only one of these alleles is present on each of the 2 chromosomes in any individual. So the presence of 3 different alleles means that there are 6 possible combinations of alleles. The combinations of alleles are known as genotypes. Now, as I told you that if we are talking about ABO blood group system, then on our genetic makeup on chromosome number 9, we have alleles that are responsible for blood grouping, one from mother, one from father. That means we have 2 alleles which ultimately show up what blood type we have, one from mother and one from father. These combinations of alleles are known as genotypes or our genetic makeup. And each person is one of the 6 genotypes. Now we are talking about just the genotypes. As you can see here, if a person has genotype O or double O, that means that his or her mother or father both are O, and his or her blood type would be O. ये फिर उसके बाद आगे देखें कि उसके एग्लूटिनोजेंस उसके ब्लड में कोई भी नहीं होंगे. When there is blood type or genotype O, that means there are no agglutinogens, and both agglutinins A and B are present in the circulatory system. Now we talk about genotype. Now I'm going to tell you what is genotype and phenotype. Let's suppose this, now we talk about this genotype O and A or OO. That means there are 2 possible genotypes for this, but the blood type remains A. Now this blood type is phenotype, but OA or AA, we have 2 different genotypes which show themselves as A blood group. That means they have only one phenotype, blood group A. If we have a person who has OA blood group or AA alleles, his or her blood type would be A, which is the phenotype of these genetic makeups or genotypes. Now he or she will have agglutinogens on his or her RBCs as A and anti-B antibodies in their circulatory system. Again, genotype OB or BB, 2 possible genotypes, but only one phenotype, which is blood type B. They have agglutinogens B on their RBCs, anti-A, agglutinins, anti-A antibodies on their cell membrane. Genotypes AB, now they are both co-dominant. That means if they coincide, if they come together, they both will show. That is why we have blood types AB. Now you see what we were talking previously about the recessive and dominant genes. Like if O comes with A or B, that O does not show itself. But if A and B coincide, they both show together, and hence responsible for the blood types AB. Agglutinogens, they have both A and B agglutinogens on the surface of their red blood cells, and agglutinins, they have 0. Now from the table, we can see a person with genotype OO produces no agglutinogens, and therefore the blood type is O or 0. A person with genotype OA or AA produces type A agglutinogens and therefore has blood type A. Similarly, I have told you everything in detail. Now see, ABO blood grouping system. According to the ABO blood typing, there are 4 different kinds of blood types. Now what we call O or 0, AB and AB together. Okay? Now, as I told you previously, the families of blood, Karl Landsteiner was the discoverer of these blood type systems. Now, what is Landsteiner law states? It says it was given by Karl Landsteiner in 1900. This means, and it states that if an agglutinogen is present on the RBC of an individual, the corresponding agglutinin must be absent in the plasma of that individual and vice versa. This law is only applicable to ABO blood grouping system. Now, what does it say? It says that if someone has, let's suppose, B antigen on their B antigen on their surface of red blood cells, this means they have A antigen on their red blood cells and anti-A antibodies absent on their blood system, in their blood system or circulatory system. They must have anti-B antibodies. They cannot have anti-A antibodies. Similarly, if someone has B antigens, they cannot have anti-B antibodies on their circulatory system. They must have anti-A antibodies. So this law states this. Now you see, this is antigen and antibody. Antigen is present on the surface of red blood cells. As you can see, it is mentioned inside the red blood cells. And antibodies surrounding means that antibodies are present in the circulatory system. Yeah. You can see written down antigen on the red blood cell membrane and antibodies in the plasma. Now, what we were talking previously, group A. Group A has A antigen on the red blood cell surface cell membrane and B antibodies in the plasma. Similarly, if there is B blood group, they have B antigen on the red blood cell membrane and A antibodies in the plasma. And if someone has A and B antigen, so definitely they cannot have either A or anti-B antibodies. So no antibodies in the plasma, but both antigens present on the cell membrane. Now, group O. Group O has no antigen on the red blood cell membrane, but they have both antibodies in the plasma. You can see proteins in membrane blood groups. Same representation, but with different pictures. You can see here, if someone has blood group A, same thing, but in a chart form, making it easy for you. Red blood cell type, if someone has group A, that means they have A antigen on their cell membrane. They have anti-B antibodies in their plasma. Group B, antibodies A are present in the plasma and antigen B is present on cell membrane. Antibodies A present in the plasma and antigen B present on red blood cell membrane means someone is having blood group B. If no antibodies in the plasma are present, both antigens A and B are present on the red blood cell membrane, this means blood group AB. And if there are no antigens present on red blood cell membrane, but both anti-A, anti-B antibodies are present in the plasma, this means blood group O. Individuals with blood type A can receive blood from donors of type A. And कोई क्वेश्चन है? आप लोग हैंड रेज कर रहे थे.
सर माइक अनम्यूट ही रखिए, मतलब कुछ नहीं पता चलता तो हम पूछ लेते.
आप लोगों को एंड पे कंप्लीट करने के बाद भी क्वेश्चन आंसर्स का टाइम हमेशा मिलेगा. इफ समवन इज अनक्लियर, आप लोग नोट डाउन कर लिया करें. एट द एंड ऑफ द लेक्चर आप लोगों से जब पूछा जाए उस टाइम पे आप लोग क्वेश्चन कर लिया करें. ठीक है
सर? अंदर से वॉइस पे चली जाती है.
ठीक है, सही है. कमिंग बैक टू द लेक्चर, individuals with type AB blood group, that means they have both antigens on their red blood cell membrane, antigen A and antigen B on their red blood cell membranes. So they can receive both from type A, type B, and AB. That means they are universal recipients. If someone is with type O blood group, that means they have no antigens present on their red blood cell membrane. That makes them universal, but universal as a donor. प्लीज जिसके माइक में से शोर आ रहा है अपना माइक म्यूट कर. The antigens expressed on red blood cell determine an individual's blood group. वो हमने पहले से डिस्कस जो हम करते हुए आ रहे हैं कि whatever antigens are present on the, that is due to chromosome number 9 present alleles present on chromosome number 9, which are responsible for the antigens being expressed on the red blood cell membranes, and these antigens being expressed on the red blood cell membranes in determining an individual's blood group. Now, blood groups and blood typing, blood compatibility and transfusions. Now, as we have studied before, blood group A, B have both antigens A and B on their cell membranes, red blood cell membranes. They have no antibodies in their circulatory system or plasma, can give blood to A and B, and can receive from A, B, O, and AB. That means they are universal recipient. They can take blood from any blood group. Now, blood group A, that means they have antigen A on their red blood cell membrane, antibodies B in their plasma or circulatory system, can give blood to A and AB, and can receive from A and O. Now, blood group B, antigens have present on the red blood cell membrane are B, antibodies A are present in their circulatory or plasma, can give blood to B and AB, can receive from B and O. Now comes blood group O, which has neither antigen present on their red blood cell membrane, but have both antibodies present in their circulatory system, and can give blood to, they are universal donors because they have neither antigens on their red blood cell membrane. That is why this makes them universal donor. They can give blood to AB, A, B, and O, and they can only receive, but their bad luck is that they can only receive blood from O. Now here comes an empty chart which is showing the blood group. Mic's unmute है? Yes, sir. Now anyone, यहाँ पे आप मुझे आंसर करेंगे, anyone मुझे कोई भी बताए कि ए बी ब्लड ग्रुप के अंदर एंटीबॉडीज और एंटीजन कौन कौन से होने चाहिए?
एंटीजन दोनों होंगी, एंटीबॉडी कोई भी नहीं होगी.
वेरी गुड. और ये किसको ब्लड ग्रुप डोनेट किसको कर सकते हैं ब्लड?
डोनेट
यूनिवर्सल डोनर है सर.
ये यूनिवर्सल डोनर है, ए बी की बात हो रही है.
रेसिपिएंट है सर.
रेसिपिएंट, सॉरी रेसिपिएंट सर.
जी जी, वेरी गुड. ठीक है, अगर हम प्रीवियसली थोड़ा सा पीछे चले जाएं तो कोई मुझे बता सकता है कि इनका जेनेटिक मेकअप क्या हो सकता है? इनका एक ही जेनेटिक मेकअप हो सकता है या जीनोटाइप कह लें.
एबी.
एबी, हाँ जी, एग्जैक्टली, वेरी गुड. एबी. ए ब्लड ग्रुप के दो जीनोटाइप्स पॉसिबली हो सकते हैं. वो क्या क्या हो सकते हैं?
ओ ए एंड ए.
ओ ए और ए.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. ठीक है, अब इसको कंप्लीट चार्ट देखते हैं हम. ब्लड ग्रुप के अंदर वही बात है, ए बी ब्लड ग्रुप, एंटीजेंस ए एंड बी बोथ प्रेजेंट होंगे, एंटीबॉडीज कोई नहीं. कैन गिव ब्लड टू ओनली ए बी, but can receive from any blood group. That means they are universal recipients. Similarly, A, antigen A, antibodies B, can give blood to A and AB. A and O can receive their blood groups. All right, clear? Now, another diagrammatic example. As you can see, O is donating to everyone. AB is receiving from everyone. बट ए एंड बी जो हैं वो आपस में कर सकते हैं, यानी कि ब्लड ग्रुप ए कैन ओनली गिव ब्लड टू ए एंड बी कैन ओनली गिव ब्लड टू बी, और ओ कैन रिसीव फ्रॉम ओ, सॉरी. Now type, if we talk about the actual universal recipients or donors, we also have to consider the RH system, the RH system of blood grouping as well. That means not only type AB is universal recipient, but type AB positive is universal recipient. Tomorrow we will talk about the RH system in detail, and everything would be clear to you. But today, according to the ABO blood grouping system only, the universal recipient remains AB and the universal donor remains O or zero blood group, null group. Now, if you actually talk about including the RH system as well, yani positive and negative RH system, this means type AB positive is a true universal recipient and type O negative is a true universal donor. Now, relative frequencies of different blood groups. That means in what quantities or what ratios are these blood groups present worldwide. The prevalence of different blood types among population studied was approximately 47% of the population has O blood group, 41% has A blood group, 9% has B blood group, and only 3% has AB blood group. Now you see, the most prevailing blood is O. It is obvious from these percentages that O and A genes occur frequently, whereas B genes occur infrequently. Now we talk about the agglutinins, which we were discussing previously, that are present in the serum or circulatory system. When there is type A agglutinogen is not present in a person's RBCs, antibodies known as anti-A agglutinins develop in the plasma. Similarly, if B agglutinogen is not present on RBCs, antibodies known as anti-B agglutinins develop in the plasma. That means if someone has A antigen on their RBC wall, then anti-B agglutinins would be present, and if someone has B antigen on their red blood cell membrane, anti-A agglutinins would be present in the plasma. So type A blood contains type A agglutinogens and anti-B agglutinins. That means कि जो भी ब्लड ग्रुप आपका होगा उसके ऑपोजिट एग्लूटिनिन्स, जो भी एग्लूटिनोजेन या जो भी आपके ब्लड ग्रुप्स के एंटीजन प्रेजेंट है उसका ऑपोजिट हमेशा एग्लूटिनिन प्रेजेंट होगा. एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट AB ब्लड ग्रुप, देन AB के पास दोनों एंटीजेंस हैं, तो दैट मींस कोई भी एग्लूटिनिन नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि दोनों एंटीजेंस प्रेजेंट है. एंड सिमिलरली इफ यू टॉक अबाउट O, देन कोई एंटीजन प्रेजेंट नहीं है, तो इट शुड हैव बोथ एंटी-A एंड एंटी-B agglutinins. Titer of agglutinins at different ages. Now if you see, immediately after birth, the quantity of agglutinins in the plasma is almost zero. 2 to 8 months after birth, an infant begins to produce agglutinins. Anti-A agglutinins when type A agglutinogens are not present in the cells, and anti-B agglutinins when type B and agglutinogens are not in the cell. A maximum titer is usually reached at 8 to 10 years of age, and this titer gradually declines throughout the remaining years of life. That means at birth आपके पास कोई भी agglutinins नहीं present होते, लेकिन 2 to 8 months after birth एग्लूटिनिन्स प्रोड्यूस होना शुरू हो जाते हैं बॉडी के अंदर, और वो फिर पीक करते हैं 8 to 10 years पे, और फिर वो जो उनकी पीक टच हो जाती है, लाइफ टाइम आपके एग्लूटिनिन्स जो हैं वो ही फिर एग्लूटिनिन्स जो हैं वो यूज आउट होंगे थ्रू आउट द रिमेनिंग ईयर्स ऑफ द लाइफ। एज यू कैन सी इन द ग्राफ कि एक पीक रीच हो रही है अराउंड 400 और 150, लेकिन उसके बाद वापस वो देखें कि नीचे की तरफ को आ रहा है। दैट मीन्स कि वो 8 to 10 ईयर्स पे पीक कर गया, उसके बाद रिमेनिंग ईयर्स ऑफ लाइफ में वही यूज हो रहा है, दोबारा नहीं बन रही है। अब इनका ओरिजिन क्या है प्लाज्मा के अंदर? The agglutinins are gamma globulins, as are almost all antibodies, and they are produced by the same bone marrow and lymph glands that produce antibodies to other antigens. Most of them are IgM and IgG immunoglobulins molecules. But why are these agglutinins produced in people who do not have respective agglutinogen in their red blood cells? The answer to this question is that small amounts of type A and type B antigens enter the blood in food, in bacteria, and in other ways. And these substances initiate the development of anti-A and anti-B agglutinins. That means कि आपके जो agglutinins हैं या जो antibodies हैं, ये as any other antibodies in the body आपके ये गामा ग्लोबुलिन्स होते हैं, जिसको हम कहते हैं, आपने अक्सर शायद सुना होगा कि इम्यूनिटी के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल आईजीजी, आईजीएम, आईजीए एंटीबॉडीज हैं। तो these resemble them and but these are mostly IgM and IgG immunoglobulin molecules. ठीक है? Now why are they developing inside our blood system? अब ये नीचे हमने देख लिया कि when you reach at the age of 8 to 10 then क्या होता है कि small amounts के अंदर टाइप ए एंड टाइप बी एंटीजेंस आपकी बॉडी में एंटर होते हैं थ्रू फूड, थ्रू बैक्टीरिया एंड इन अदर वेज। ये सब्सटेंसेस जो हैं, जो बाद से हम लोग इनटेक कर रहे हैं, जिनका ये डेवलप करा रहे हैं एंटी ए एंड एंटी बी एग्लूटिनिन्स। नाउ एग्लूटिनेशन प्रोसेस इन ट्रांसफ्यूजन रिएक्शन। अब ट्रांसफ्यूजन रिएक्शन के बारे में हम देखते हैं। ब्लड ग्रुपिंग हमने डिटेल में देख लिया। हम देखते हैं कि why are we discussing it? What is the clinical importance of this, or what is the actual importance of this blood grouping? When bloods are mismatched, i.e. anti-A or anti-B plasma, agglutinins are mixed with red blood cells that contain A or B agglutinogens या antigens. The RBCs agglutinate. Agglutinins attaching themselves to red blood cell because the agglutinin have 2 binding sites, IgG type, or 10 binding sites, IgM type. A single agglutinin can attach to 2 or more RBCs at the same time. This binding causes the cells to clump, which is the process of agglutination. Then these clumps plug small blood vessels throughout the circulatory system. Following hours to days, either physical distortion of cells or attack by phagocytes, white blood cell destroy the membranes of agglutinated cells, releasing hemoglobin in the plasma. This is called hemolysis of the red blood cells. Now what is happening कि जब आप mismatched blood कर रहे हैं, that means if A blood group is transfused to B blood group, तो होगा क्या कि opposite agglutinins present होते हैं both आपकी बॉडी के ब्लड ग्रुप्स के अंदर। वो opposite agglutinins क्या करेंगे कि वो opposite agglutinins एक दूसरे को अटैक करेंगे, वो क्लम्प कर लेंगे। उनको क्लम्प करने की वजह से क्या होगा कि जब उनकी क्लम्पिंग हो जाएगी, फिर वो स्टक हो जाएंगे सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम के अंदर। नाउ ईदर दे आर डिस्ट्रॉयड देयर, और व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, ईदर दे आर डिस्ट्रॉयड और डिस्ट्रॉयड बाय व्हाट, phagocytes or white blood cells, or there is a distortion, physical distortion in their cells, cell membrane or whatever. ठीक है? तो this results in hemolysis. ये सारा phenomena hemolysis cause कर देगा RBCs का। This is called transfusion reaction. Acute hemolysis occurs in some transfusion reactions. Now what happens when bloods are mismatched? Immediately hemolysis of RBCs occurs in the circulatory blood. In this case, the antibodies cause lysis of RBCs by activating the complement system, which releases proteolytic enzymes that ruptures the cell membranes. Immediate intravascular hemolysis is far less common than agglutination, followed by delayed hemolysis, because not only does there have to be a high titer of antibodies for lysis, to occur, but also different types of antibodies seem to be required, mainly IgM antibodies. These antibodies are called hemolysins. Now as you can see कि जो hemolysis हो रहा है वो एकदम से इतना rapidly वो क्यों नहीं हो रहा, जब हमारा ट्रांसफ्यूजन रिएक्शन हो रहा है उसमें मोस्टली एग्लूटिनेशन हो रही है. एग्लूटिनेशन क्यों हो रही है वो हमने पीछे देख लिया. अब hemolysis क्यों नहीं हो पा रहा? बिकॉज जब ब्लड मिसमैच होता है तो सर्कुलेटरी रेड ब्लड सेल्स के अंदर बेसिकली प्रॉब्लम क्या आ रहा है कि उनका लाइसिस नहीं होता. उसके लिए हमें प्रोटियोलिटिक एंजाइम्स चाहिए, हाई नंबर ऑफ एंटीबॉडी टाइटर्स चाहिए और स्पेसिफिक एंटीबॉडीज विच आर आईजीएम एंटीबॉडीज जो कि हिमोलिसिन्स हैं वो चाहिए. उसकी वजह से क्या होता है कि वो एग्लूटिनेशन हो जाती है, उसकी वजह से डिलेड हमारे पास हिमोलिसिस हो जाता है. एक्यूट या इंट्रावेस्कुलर इमीडिएट लाइसिस इतना कॉमन हम नहीं देखते. ठीक है. नाउ ब्लड ग्रुपिंग एंड ब्लड टाइपिंग. दिस इज सेम अगेन द टेस्ट जो आप लोग ने पहले प्रैक्टिकल में शायद कर लिया है. ये वही टेस्ट है जो प्रैक्टिकल में आप लोग करके देखते हैं. ब्लड ग्रुपिंग एंड ब्लड टाइपिंग या क्रॉस मैचिंग इसको करते हैं हम देखने के लिए कि एक दूसरे को ट्रांसफ्यूज ब्लड कर सकते हैं कि नहीं. ठीक है. Now see, before giving a transfusion to the patient, now this blood typing is important before transfusion procedure. Blood typing shows agglutination of the cells of different blood types with anti-A and anti-B agglutinase in the sera. It lists the presence or absence of agglutination of the 4 types of red blood cells. Now see blood groups and blood typings. Now see these 4 rounds you see are what? Test slips, or you can say कि इधर आपने टेस्ट किया हुआ है जो rounds हैं जिस के अंदर एग्लूटिनेशन हुई हुई है वो आपको नजर आ रही है. Now O positive is only showing agglutination in anti-D. That is basically RH. We will study it tomorrow inshallah. Anti-A और anti-B दोनों में कोई एग्लूटिनेशन नहीं नजर आ रही. That makes it O positive. किसी के अंदर कोई एग्लूटिनेशन नजर नहीं आ रही. That makes it O negative. A positive is showing in A anti-A. That means antigen A वाले सेक्शन में A नेगेटिव के अंदर एग्लूटिनेशन है और उसके बाद एंटी D के अंदर नहीं है. That makes A नेगेटिव. Similarly B पॉजिटिव आ गया, B के अंदर है और D के अंदर है. B नेगेटिव में ओनली B के अंदर. A B पॉजिटिव में A के एंटी A एंटी B के अंदर और एंटी D के अंदर. Similarly as you can see. I think we are all clear now. Let's